Hi everyone, just starting part 5. What I missed though was the memo, because I got ahead of Anne and got ahead of myself, was that the brief for this weaving one was also to add 3 buttons. These are the tiniest little buttons I've got, I think, in my stash. Everything else is quite big, and I think I was just looking at them and I really love this one, but I just think it clashes a bit with the red. The blacks are a little bit, they're cute, but they're a little bit big, or maybe they're not. Let's see. And they are a bit big, aren't they? There's this little, that's not bad. That sort of blends in nicely. And there's a nice green one. So I don't know if I've actually got any more. No. Alright, so the ones that I've got a lot of, it's this black one. Black ones are too big and chunky. I like these, but I've only got 2 of those. I don't know if the colour works. I've got 3 of these ones, but I don't like them so much with that. And these ones are quite neutral. It looks like there's different shades of those too. Alright, let's just put all these up. Well, that looks lighter. Just taking that one off. Get these away. Alright, I think it's 3 of these. Where do I want them? Random, they could be random. Got that little bead there. They could be in a straight line across there. I thought if I put them down like this, it almost looks like it's a tuxedo, and I didn't like that necessarily. Could have them randomly placed, or all across the top. So I'm just thinking out loud. Not pre-planned. The cat's gone berserk at the door. She's already started for the day. It's only, what is it? Right, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. She's already been fed and she's already started. So I think I'll put them like that. And I've got some silver thread. Oh my goodness, the cat. 1 second. Right, I'm back. So for anyone who has missed any earlier videos, it's not that the cat's not allowed in, and it's not that the cat isn't a nice cat or what have you. It's that she has IBS and autoimmune disease, so you can feed her and within the hour she's starving again. So I have to just give her, like, basically she would have just either scratched at the door, or if she was in here she would have just scratched at anything and everything to try and get my attention to feed her. Well, she's not allowed to be fed that much, so sorry, I'm puffed out because I ran down, gave her about 5 bits of dry biscuit or kibble, put her outside so she was happy eating it. Okay, I'm a bit puffed for that. Yes, so that's what happens anyway with her. It's just it's one of those things, you know, when your cat's not 100% well, there are things you deal with. I'm using a silver doesn't actually say. Anyway, it's a silver thread. Keeping with my book, I really actually got excited and got straight onto this, and I think that I ended up misunderstanding what the 12 days of Christmas were in Anne's eyes. It's like, well, actually, it's just 12 days of Christmas. Like, maybe we're home needing something to distract us. But anyway, I've ended up using Christmassy colours. So that's how I'm doing it. So I hope everyone is well. I'm filming this Sunday morning. Yesterday, after being in lockdown for quite a long time in Melbourne, I had a really big, massive day yesterday where I went to the chiropractor, then I went and visited my mum. So it was the first time I'd seen my mum, I think since Christmas, really. I think she was pretty excited to see me, but also because I hadn't seen her all year. You know, when people are older, you don't, having a year off from seeing them, all of a sudden you realise that they haven't dealt with the lockdown themselves very well. Well, I mean, we kept in contact, but because she has a partner, you always think the partner's dealing with it. But going to see them yesterday showed me how yeah, it's a bit sad. You know, they just didn't actually deal with the COVID and the lockdown very well, and weren't really telling us about it, how bad it was for them. And because Mum's always protected all of her kids, so yeah, it was a bit sad. You know, it was sad, and she's not dealing with her. She's just not dealing with it. She's got a nice, cute little house, and they live together. And it's not really over the top. It's not too much. But it's become too much for her. Yeah, so she'd actually written a new will, so it was a bit emotional yesterday. Here's my pages. I thought, and also started to sew her little book together. So that was big, and that was emotional for me as well. You know, now I haven't brought out any of my other threads in. I wonder what would happen if I just use this silver thread still to bind them together. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, that yappy dog. Now I know Anne did a particular method of stitching, and I haven't even thought ahead about this. Of course, each signature is going to go together. So what do I want to do? Okay, these are going to be sewn into here, so a bit of work. It doesn't matter so much if there's threads on this side. So what do I want to do? Do I want to just stitch them all together? So I haven't rethought it. I'm just now in the creative space of what works right in this 10 seconds and this very this moment. Okay. That's sewn together in itself. Now, what if I come in here? I'm honestly making this up as I go. It's probably a bit similar to what Anne did. Shockingly unorganised. I thought I would change my channel blurb to say, I try everything once. I try things. And I can't sometimes make it up. Alright. I've just hooked. No, I haven't. Hooking this in. I'll come out that spot there and come in that spot there. Good job, this is like more of a bit of a rambly sew along rather than a tutorial. There and through here. Okay. So I've sewn the back one to the middle. All right, just getting this one through here. Through to that one. Through here. Okay, through here, through here. Just trying to work out where the seam is. Ended up that and that and that. That's, where is the spine? That is my question. I think that's the spine. There's the spine. There it is. Okay. So we've got them sewn together. That was a chore, even though half of that's off camera. We've got all the pages. Okay, we're right. We're right now. Don't mind me, the cat disturbed me and I lost the plot there for a minute. There it is. And this is going to go in here when we're ready. All right, so we've got page 1, page 2, page 3, and now we're up to starting page 4. Okay, the brief for this page 4 is rectangle layers and a button and a bit of lace. So I've got a couple of these sets of 5 different places, and well, it's got a little bit of Christmassy red, but Paris, I thought, oh, Paris, oh, I wonder if I'll ever go there again. Oh, don't dwell on it. Anyway, all right, so it's rectangles with a button and lace. So this was the fabric I used on the front, the first page with the circles, but it was part of a group of maybe about 4 or something different sorts with this green with the gold on. So this is that one. So I've introduced these ones. Now that one has got gold through it. It's a bit like a Monet painting, but gold and green. A bit of lace. Thought I'd add a bit of the red, add another colour, but you can't really see the gold. I'd like to be able to see the gold. I'd like to be able to see this as well along the bottom. And I've got a bit of this lacy netting that I used. It is layers, but I like this edge. It's all folded over and doubled, so I like that edge. Maybe I need a rectangle of that. But I don't want to cover. I want this edge to still be seen. That to be seen. Right, I don't know. Now I'm thinking, did I finish the story about the cat or not? I think I did. Anyway, with IBS she's annoying. That's probably the bottom line of it. She'll never be ever satisfied or fixed, and I've given her the right food and everything, but it makes no difference. I want to see a little bit of that under there. Do I want this red at all in there or not? I don't think so. Little lace. Mine is so tiny that it's actually quite a challenge to find how to work with a really tiny page. I like that. I like that. All right. The button, maybe a button will go there. Oh, I do like that. All right, there you go. Magic happens, as they say. Okay, well, I'm ready to start stitching. The button will go somewhere there, so that looks after itself. What I got this one out because it's got the little pearlers, but really thin ones. Well, I don't know if they're pearlers, but I got these were the ones I got from a little old lady, so I don't even know what they are really. They do look like they come apart, but you can use them whole. And I got these little wooden, what do you call them? Embroidery windy thingies off eBay, and they're just wood. And aren't they cute? They've got little pictures. So they've been like embossed or whatever. Oh, orange, that's nice. No? Alright. Stop messing around. Maybe I'll match this. Bringing a different colour. We're not so Christmassy for a minute here. Or there's that one I used the other day. I think I might use both of those. This will go nice with that. I don't know. So I did mention that my YouTube, I just started at doing making tags and junk journaling. That's actually this is a good conversation to have while I'm thinking about this. So over the last, I guess it's 6 months or so, I'll have to look back to the very first bodgy video that I did. Shaky cam. It's built over the time, and well look, I'm doing embroidery now. It's like I've just changed so much, but it's all about creativity. No, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I was watching a girl doing some embroidery from New York, Ainsley, I think her name was, and she said when you're a lefty, bring the needle, oh, how good was that? She was right. Bring the needle to the thread rather than trying to stick the thread through. And that worked. How good is that? Anyway, I have often had the conversation about self-doubt, and I really find that a lot of what I'm doing on this YouTube video, a lot of it is, I haven't done it either since I was a kid, or I've never even done it before. So I'm constantly going, oh my goodness, well, I don't even know what I'm doing. You know, that's being authentic. Like, my creative expression comes out in all these things, and I love having this variety of things that I do. But sometimes I go, oh my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm making it up completely. But you know what? I love it. So why I was looking at YouTube videos was because I wanted to learn some more new stitches. And I thought during this book I was going to do some, and I haven't so far. So I want to just do a bit of couching over this fold that comes over. What's that? Don't need that there. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's funny, isn't it? It's like it's almost taken me a couple of days to get into my stride with this. Okay, this is a good start. I'm liking this page already before I've started. I almost want to go back and redo my other pages, but never mind, it's a journey. Stop being doubtful about self. All right, so that's my head process going on there about, can I do this? Am I any good at doing this? Why am I doing this? And I'm doing it because I love creativity and I love play, and it's a joy. I don't know why I went all doubtful then. It's like, oh my goodness, what happened there? What just happened? Maybe I thought about Paris. And will I ever go there again? And I picked up the doubt of everyone in the entire world about never travelling ever again. Right, I'm loving this. I'm just loving this line along here. Very good, I like it. One of the things with this lace, oh how cute. I'm going to leave that thread there just in case I want to use it for something else. I've got a really pale grey, might be alright through there. That lace, it's a bit difficult. I haven't found an interesting way to do it yet. Let's test this theory again of holding the needle in your opposite hand. No, so that's how you would do it normally if you're left-handed, but if you're right-handed you would do it normally that way. But what she's saying is if you're left-handed, bring the needle to the thread. Oh, didn't all go through, but actually it is actually a lot easier. It's not easy when one bit doesn't go through. I'm going to start that bit again because once it does that it's annoying. Okay, so I've left that there, and I'm putting this bit here. And I've got a bit of grey so as it kind of blends in a little bit better. It doesn't stand out as obvious. There we go. Alright, so having a, I cut the camera off because I was having a moment, and I think that we often want to hide those moments, and the thing is that we're all really, it's authenticity to have a moment. I recognised I was I was upset about a couple of things from yesterday, and I just had to stop and have a moment for myself. I'll have to go and make a cup of tea. I am English after all. Make a cup of tea. We've all done it hard, obviously, with COVID, and I've said that a couple of times, and it's nice to just get on with it and get things done. However, it's all right to be authentic. I visited my friend Sharon after I went to visit Mum yesterday, so I hadn't talked about that. And Sharon has a similar understanding of the world. We talk often about how trauma affects you later in life, how when you're younger people don't acknowledge necessarily that things that are happening are trauma. And so we had a really great discussion about that yesterday, and how COVID has brought up for a lot of people, even though we're out of lockdown here in Melbourne, but COVID has brought up all around the world people's trauma, and how do you deal with that and get on with it. So it was okay for me to just have a moment and turn the camera off, I think. It's been a hard couple of years, and realising that I might have to now put time in to help Mum get into a home or retirement village or something, and that she just really actually needs the help, the support to sell the house and do that thing. That's, you just recognise that, oh gosh, I don't have it in me to do it, but I've got to. Like, she can't do it herself anymore. That was a difficult thing yesterday. Oh, I'm going on about it anyway. I'm sorry, I'm going on about it too much. But that's being real and being authentic and not hiding what's going on. All right, now I've got all these loose threads. I don't necessarily need the grey for anything else because I've got it here. Unless, what does it look like? Let's have a look. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be all rainbows and light today. I was happy. My flatmate's gone off for a whole day hiking. I've got the house to myself. And what have we started with? Rain, the cat being annoying, and me having a whinge. What is this ever? It's like, it's going to get really hot later this afternoon. It'll be beautiful. I'm going to do a French knot there. Oops, just a little one. Well, you know what? The button's going there, isn't it? That's what's happening. I'm going to put the button on now, so I'm working around it. I love the creative process. You don't know what you're going to do, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's probably the wrong thread. See, all this doubt's coming up today. That's why I had a moment. That thread will just have to do. All right, okay. Out loud self-talk moment for you all to hear. Everything is perfect. Do I need more than 2? That's probably enough. Okay, I'm going to cast that off. Okay, so I probably don't need that there because this is on. I would like maybe something here. I don't know if I need any more of this. What about if I thread that the old way after waxing on about threading it a different way, and I just get that out the way and cast that off. let's try it the other way, the other lady said. Ainsley. See, sometimes it works. Alright, so this is going to match that bit of material. I've been thinking a lot about how colours, how people mix and match colours. I've been thinking a bit about that. And obviously in this little book I have run with the Christmas theme, and I think that I might think more about colours in another little book, perhaps. Do I need that there? Maybe not. I'm going to do one line across here so as it's tacked down. And I can get rid of that pin. Really am enjoying this embroidery. I feel I need to do a bit of a fancy stitch along this edge here somehow. That's not fancy. Not fancy at all. Alright, it's a bit of a blanket stitch happening. Okay. Alright, so that's our start for our page 4. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I might make a few like this that are single separate ones for Christmas. Okay, so I'll be back. I'll be back a bit later with how I've gone and what I've done. Okay, so done some bullion stitch, some pistol stitches, and just crosses along here. I could keep adding more, but I actually really think I quite like the simplicity of it, but it's also complex. It's actually my favourite one, I think, out of everything I've done today. So that's it for page 4 and video 5, and I'll be back in the next one when we get to it. Okay, bye for now.